Outlook for Saturday and Sunday, well, it's going to be cloudy with a little rain on Saturday, but it will be dry and sunny on Sunday. Well, if the weather doesn't cheer up, our programme in just a minute, Dangerous Music, will.
Yeah. Take it at the speed the conductor beats it at. You've got masses of time. 3, 4, 1. Yeah, last week I asked this off the string, didn't I? Last week I asked for it off the string. This is dangerous music you're reading, not an Enid Blyton novel. One more second cello there, please. Let's get going. So it's first oboes, violas and seconds, and first let's go woodwind. Let's move all these things out to the side, please, as tidily as possible, and get the strings back so that we're a little bit more intimate.
Well, as you can imagine, putting together a concert of this size at Wells Cathedral, which involved over 250 young people from schools all over Somerset, posed enormous problems, not least of which was mine as the leader of the orchestra, just trying to get everybody in one place on time for rehearsals. Anyway, thank goodness David Drummond, our rehearsal conductor, helped us prepare in good time before the arrival of Sir Charles Grosse.
Right, I want you all in your best behaviour today, please, with your biggest smiles and your highest standards. All right, here we go, please. I want to take this in 4 for a moment or two. My role with the Somerset Youth Orchestra is to conduct them throughout the year, to choose a suitable repertoire of music which will give them an all-round spectrum of works, to see that they learn a great deal about orchestral technique, not just to give the audience as good a reading as possible. Yeah. Yes, okay. This is very tricky. Please, everything. I want everything today. I want all the dynamics, and I want you to completely lose your inhibitions. So just ignore all these bright lights and these funny people. This is beginning of number 2. Getting louder. It's getting closer. 1, 2, 3. Mezzo forte pizzicato. 1, 2, 3, 4. The players get most of their experience from school orchestras to begin with. But that does pose certain problems. I've found that up and down the country, the biggest single problem is, for instance, basic musical training. The things like rhythm and sight reading and listening and generally being aware of what's going on, following a conductor, following a beat. And I think the problem starts by not getting a proper training from the ground level, i.e. it should be done from the primary schools.
I've always been very keen on the work that young people can do, and then I got involved with youth orchestras and choirs, and I'm the president of the National Youth Orchestra, which is a great honour for me. And I consider it's marvellous work. I don't think anything's too good for young people.
Okay, shh, okay. Right, I'm going to have to work very hard to control my tempo this morning. This is 4 bars. I want to have a nice rehearsal, nice happy rehearsal. This is 4 bars before 2, please, with the flute. Just the flutes. Just the flutes. 1, 2. This is figure 1 now. Okay. 2 bars before 1. No upbeats. Straight in. 2 bars before 1.
Modern pieces such as the one we're doing here, which is Gordon Crosse's Changes, which involves children's choir, other choir, orchestra, in this case a youth orchestra, is a difficult piece under any circumstances, really. And I don't find actually that youth orchestras make a worse fistated than most orchestras, to be perfectly frank. One thing they do have is that they don't, on the whole, they don't question these things. Professional musicians still are apt to question very, very strongly anything new.
Yes? Again. So the introduction is Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. Yes, so wait for the and be there. Because I imagine that Sir Charles Groves is going to give you a ba-da-da-da-da. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, bless the bed that I lie on. And you'll be in. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Matthew, Mark, yes, okay. That's it. You are again. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, Mark.
Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, bless.
Yes.
Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, bless the bed that I lie on. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, bless the bed. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, bless. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, bless the bed. Bless the bed that I lie on.
One thing you are forgetting again now here, which is Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, bless the bed. Matthew, Mark. Not Matthew, Mark, Luke and...
Angels
It's almost exciting.
I thought it was an awful piece when we started. I thought it was terrible. That was on the first reading through, when Mr. Drummond took us through. And we all got lost and no one could play the notes, and that was terrible. But then once you got to know it and you got to know the tunes and you got to know what all the other parts of the orchestra were doing, it was great fun.
There was some talk about doing a little bit of research into those who practiced at home. But I'm taking it far under tempo, and it still sounds dreadful. Let's have the second desk of cellos playing it. Yes, why not? Let's have the second desk of cellos and see how much practice has been done at home. All right? Right, yes, very little in that desk. Third desk of cellos. All right, we'll be going down to single players in a minute to see who's practiced it and who hasn't. Let's try the back desk of cellos, please. 2, 3.
I started playing the piano when I was 5, and I've been playing it ever since. And I took up the violin and played it until grade 3, and then I didn't enjoy that much, and I found that you couldn't get very far because so many people played. And I thought the double bass would be good because you could get more to do on it. And I thought that I wanted to be in a bigger orchestra. And we heard about the youth orchestra and arranged for audition, and I got in. And that's how I started.
Liked the sound of the flute and took that up when I was 10. We had a law put down by the parents saying that we had to sort of get to a certain standard on the piano before we could take up another instrument. And I took up the flute when I was 10. Okay, can you play to each other a bit more? It's like advanced chamber music. You enjoy each other. You know, you keep getting on top of the other, and vice versa. All right, tutti, please. Tutti, please. That's the way it happens, actually. You get higher and higher and higher. So you can play beep, 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 ba, ba, ba. Lead to each other. It also looks good. 8 bars before 1. A little bit, Simon. And. Notes once again, and if they're good, we'll stop. Seconds, don't hold on. Lunchtime. Thank you, good. It gives an awful lot of enjoyment from the playing side and the social side. I've made a lot of friends in the orchestra, and the playing is also very enjoyable. Because when you get something right and you're playing in the concert and you get it right, it just gives you a great sense of satisfaction. And playing all together, when everyone's playing together and the piece is going well, it's very satisfying and enjoyable. And the social life is good fun. We made a lot of friends. And we get in contact with them outside the orchestra as well now. People, there have been marriages in the orchestra because the social life is so... people have got to know each other and constantly married. Some people say that it's the music and some people say it's the social life. I think it's both that attracts me to the orchestra. Well, I'm a percussionist on the whole, but I play timpani or percussion we tend to split the two. Timpani tends not to get involved with the sort of percussion side. Only occasionally do you have to play other instruments when you're playing timpani. But if I'm playing percussion, yeah, there's any range of instruments I might be playing, from the side drum to glockenspiel to bells, tam-tam, anything really. I like the idea of playing the drums and hitting things and making noise. And so I got involved with percussion. I auditioned for a percussion part and got it, and I've enjoyed it so much that I've stayed with the percussion. For years, people like Suzuki and Kadai have been telling us that if you surround children with music at a very early age, it becomes natural to them, and they feel it in here. And when I say music, I'm not just talking about classical music, but I'm talking about folk and jazz influences and dance and movement, everything that a child can relate to. And then it's right inside them later on, which, as they get older, they become more inhibited. And I think primary schools can help in the classroom rather than by extracurricular activities, preparing concerts, carol services, everything like this. It can take place right in the classroom at its roots.
Dies, sing dies. 2, 3, 4. You're singing dies on so, aren't you? And the on so it goes into re, isn't it?
Well, is that, wait a minute, what key are we in?
Oh, you're doing
Right.
you're doing something
Well, I
so
think
far.
probably Michael suggested to them that was do, and therefore they'd be able to work out the next note was so, which I know harmonically in fact doesn't absolutely marvellous.
Well, do you want to explain it to them?
Well, might as well. Jews dies. Okay, dies.
Geez, dies, yes.
Okay, dies. Again, do.
Sing the lightning's past and 1.
The lightning's past.
Now sing die. Dies. Now sing the lightning's past.
The lightning's past.
You see, it's the same note at the top. You have to go down the same distance. Sing dies again. 2, 3, 1.
The lightning's past. The post must go. The song is short. The journey slow. The head doth rot. The plum doth fall.
Right. 8 before 1, which is. Angels, please. Good. Right. Do you know there's only... does anybody know how many beats there are on bed the first time? 4 corners to my bed? No, you don't know. How are you going to sing it? What's the note after it? What's the word after it? After bed? 4. Yes. How are you going to know where to sing the next 4 then? There's only 2 beats. 2 beats. I know, it's because you learnt it by memory. That's very commendable. This is 2 bars before you come in with 4. Do you know where we are? Yes, I do. 1. Let's just just the chorus. And 1. Good. Good, now do it with the orchestra.
I think that in education, the discipline of music is as valid as the discipline of Latin or geography or mathematics, for that matter. I mean, not all people who are at school and read geography and mathematics are going to be geographers and mathematicians. They learn those subjects because they're good disciplines. And music is a first-rate discipline. It's a discipline without which nothing will happen. I mean, you've witnessed how everybody has to be on the ball in a concert of this sort. There's no room for indiscipline, and yet it's a discipline you can impose, as it were, without being military and hard and that sort of thing. It's a discipline which grows from inside the performers who are doing it. Good afternoon. I thought I'd just give you a few minutes to settle down. But you're all ready before I thought. So let's start from the beginning. We'll start with the host then. I want to get the effect really here, like you see those really crack bands like the Guards bands or the Marines or anything, with lots of, you know, a row of side drummers. Marvellous. And a whole row of men with glockenspiels who play this way. I love that. That's beautiful, that effect. Jingling Johnnies, right. March. But like a crack regiment, right. The best encouragement they can have is to make facilities available for them to do all these things. I mean, to play all the symphonies and other music which is available for youth orchestras, to play all the music and have the right instrumentation for all the marvellous wind band activities that are going on now, to give them opportunities, if necessary, to play brass bands. I mean, a marvellous thing which people can do together.
Is a very listenable two-piece. It's certainly got 3 very nice tunes, all interlocked. It's also very clever. I mean, the tunes are turned upside down and played backwards, and it works, which is something, because most tunes we play them backwards and upside down sound horrible. But this sounds very nice. And then right at the end, all 3 tunes, backwards, upside down, and the original one, I'll play on top of each other, and that's amazing. I don't know how I managed to write such a piece.
Initially, it was my parents that encouraged me because they bought me a violin for my 3rd birthday, and I started having lessons with my mother, and she's encouraged me all along, and that's how I got involved in music right from an early age. I intend to go to university next year to read geography. I haven't any immediate plans for making music my career, but I intend to keep it going as a hobby for my life. I found it hard to get used to at first because you have to concentrate so hard to get everything right, because it's not the sort of piece you can find your way back into once you're lost, and so it involves a lot of concentration. But when you put the choirs with it for the first time, it sounded really fantastic. I really liked it. It was a great experience working with him. Everybody felt that it was really great. He was very clear to follow, and everybody benefited from having him as a conductor.
Ladies and gentlemen, all, you've done a wonderful work tonight. It's getting better. It really is getting better. Thank you.
I found him a very nice man. He knows how to talk to the band and get them to do whatever he wants them to do. I can follow his beat very well. He's a very nice conductor. He has a nice image as a conductor. You can just imagine him. He's just very nice. I think everyone likes him.
Quite clear now.
The whole band.
Fine. I have to put down that little extra one before you start, because that's actually a rest for the tubular bell, you see, or the whatever it is, glockenspiel as well.
Move along, move along, move along, move along, move along, move along.
I was hoping he wasn't. I didn't think he was coming today.
Page 20. Page 20. Page 20. Page 20. Can you... Look, we've got to get all these sopranos in. Use your sense. Move up. Dorothy, 21. Page 21. Right, from the beginning. Page 3, figure 7. You're going to do with your part.
Are you going to be able to do that in the performance for me?
I think so.
I think I've done it various ways, sometimes with me doing it all.
Yes.
In which case I only...
You won't beat.
I won't. I just give one beat
We
for
said
it.
that. We thought perhaps.
And then they left these people, the solo soprano
yeah.
and the cello, to their own devices. But it's really better if you can get two different tempos really going.
Yes.
So if you
so
just
they must stick to theirs.
They must stick to theirs, and I shall beat a very much slower 2 in a bar.
Right.
Okay.
Good. 7. Shh. Dorothy. Shh. Here we go. A big attack when you come in. Page 7. I mean, page 3, figure 7. tunes. 14, page 7. Oh no, we'll do before that. 49. Now, yesterday, the bother was that you must not be feeble rhythmically. Once you're feeble rhythmically, you've the thing falls to pieces. Do you understand? And you must keep the beat going. Can we do this much more rhythmically? Hey, Dorothy, the introduction. Remember, it's twice the introduction. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, pause again. Are you ready? That's to give you the rhythm. Now. 1, hey. There, see, that's feeble. That's not all together, that's feeble. See? Bop, hey, bop, hey. It must be much more definite. Again, after 1.
Seems to me so funny that in an age in which we're assailed by beat, I mean, in restaurants, in libraries, in trains, and everything is beating all the time. And then when they have to sing, hey, nonny, nonny, hey, hey, nonny, nonny, they find it difficult. Perhaps you do too, I don't know, but we'll see. See if we can get a beat, because that's what it is. Allegro con brio, right, and. Hey, nonny, no. Hey, hey, nonny, nonny. Hey, nonny, no.
Hey, nonny, nonny, no, hey.
There's plenty of room for these shallows here.
Yes.
Look, if I move these slightly further forward. How many more spaces do we have?
children on the first row.
Could you stand up,
possibly
please?
move along that way?
Stand up, we'll try and move you along.
How pleased I am to see you. Girl did marvellously, though.
Yes.
I was promised. I mean, I can't rehearse. How can I get a balance? I can't rehearse.
Move along. You move along. You move. Tamara, Marie-Louise. Move along.
I would like to welcome Janet Price. We're all aware of the difficulties of putting this difficult work together, and I'm very pleased that Janet's come because it's an excruciatingly difficult soprano part. Right, and one. A. I'd like to thank all the performers of the band, of the orchestra, of the choir, the children's choir, and you, ladies and gentlemen, for supporting what is much more than a concert, I do declare to you. It's something, it's a declaration of faith in what young people are capable of doing.